Showboating Sports, guys. We are back. We are in the house. Yes, we are, man. Mr. Adrian is already up in the building. Salute, Adrian. Glad you up in here, man. We're gonna go ahead and get this show on started, man. We're gonna go ahead and let this thing roll on out for the people that are in here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. If you guys are new to the channel, and share, and because we're gonna get cracking on this thing, man. Run a little late tonight. Apologize for that, but we had just getting off. Had to do a little bit of work, just getting off a little bit. Y'all know how that goes, so we're gonna go ahead and get cracking. Well, man, how things going for you, man? Glad you up here in the camp, man. I like the Ghost Martins, what he said. League of Legacies, what's up, fam? Salute. Glad you are in the building, man. Glad you are in the building. Yeah, man. Frank Martin is a beast. We're going to go and let these algorithms kick in, let all these people roll up in here. So who you with, show? Man, listen, man. I like Frank Martin better. I think Frank Martin will beat Keyshawn Johnson, not because Keyshawn is up under Bud, but I think Frank is a little bit more complete than Keyshawn. That's my thoughts just right off the rip. You know what I mean? I like Keyshawn, though. I like them both. I really do. I think these guys are going to be some really good fighters, but now it's time for them both start stepping up in competition a little bit more. So that right there, hopefully that right there is getting ready to start popping up. What would really be nice, y'all already know what I'm going to say, right? Y'all know what would really be nice. It'd be nice if I feel Frank Martin is more time. Yeah. Here you League of Legacy. Yeah. But what would really be nice, my man, is if Earl and Crawford go ahead and make this fight and let this be the undercard. Would that not be the lick? Would that not be the lick, man? Keyshawn is still growing, but I like his attitude. Yeah. I like Keyshawn's attitude. I do, man. I do. But, hey, both these two guys are on the same level. You know what I mean? That's one of those fights where I wait to let it marinate. No need to let that one marinate. Then you gonna let that one on out, let that cat on out the bag, and let these two guys go and handle these issues. You know what I mean? It's time to make that fight happen. It really is. We're going to be more in depth about it. I'm just letting these algorithms go and kick in. Yeah, that'd be fire, man. It really would be, man. Plus, guys, I got the phone lines open. So if anybody want to call in, y'all know how we do. The phone lines are always open. Anybody got something they want to say, they don't feel like typing it out, feel free to call in and get it off your chest. Get it on off your chest, man. But yeah, man, I like Keyshawn. I also like Frank Martin. We're gonna talk a little bit about Keyshawn first, then we're going to Frank Martin a little bit. But I like Frank Martin, man. I do. I think he's got a little bit of power, man. Dude can hit. Dude, like you said, he's got a real good attitude, League of Legacy. He goes in there and he wants it. He wants it bad. I like Frank Martin, but like I said, we'll talk about Keyshawn a little bit. So what's y'all's thoughts on Keyshawn? What's y'all thoughts on his company? Do you guys think he's advancing? Do you guys think it's slowing down? What's y'all's thoughts on that? Fight now, then run it back in a few years. Yeah, I agree with that. Adrian, I agree with that, my man. Fight now and run it back. Avenge your loss. You know what I'm saying? Avenge your loss. I'm with you on that, Adrian. I'm all about fight now, man. Fight now, and like you said, you can run it back later. You know what I'm saying? Fight now, run it back later. I think Earl might be too conscious of not wanting to dim Frank's spotlight. Plus, you got to think of the diminishing returns. Yeah, well, yeah, but now, if Frank Martin goes in and wins that, right? under that spotlight with Keyshawn, you know what I mean? That right there, because one of them two take a lot, as long as it ain't a crazy knockout, one just runs over the other one, right? You go out there and you go get that fight on, and that gives them a big old audience, man. You know what I mean? T-word, salute, fam. Yeah. So you think about it. You let them guys fight right now, and that's gonna give them both the exposure that they need. You can't do no better than a big pay-per-view fight and you go out there. Let's say it make it to the scorecards and one barely beats the other one. There you go. You're gonna be there. No point in fighting now. Frank won't get any credit for beating a fighter with 7 fights. Adrian the Barber. Salute, man. Glad you up here in the building, man. Glad you up in here, man. Adrian the Barber said he don't think it's no point in fighting right now. He said because Frank won't get credit if he beats Keyshawn. What are y'all thoughts on that? Y'all think Keyshawn needs a few more fights before they throw him on in there? Do y'all think he's gonna get, T-Bird said Frank is better right now, but Keyshawn might end up being better in the end, but as of right now, he gives it to Frank Martin. Agent said Keyshawn needs to slow his attitude down before he turns into a Crawford. Agent don't like that Crawford attitude, huh? He don't like that Crawford attitude. I get it. But what do y'all think about that, though? You think, what do y'all think about what my man said? That if Frank beats him now, Frank won't get no credit, so there's no need to make that fight. But they are really starting to push for that. I think it's more of these dudes, they ready to get at each other. You know what I'm saying? They really like, hey, man, I'm ready to prove I'm better than him. It's like a rivalry going on with this whole Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence, and the whole team's going at it too. You know what I mean? So these guys are following suits in that beef. But the thing is, would Crawford and them allow that to happen on their end? Even though, like y'all said, Keyshawn might not get credit, but will they let Frank Martin take that fight? Because they always think that if a fighter right now in these parts, they lose, it's gonna hurt their career. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the right loss, if it's a respectable loss and you get beat barely, you know what I mean? As long as you ain't getting ran over, you know what I'm saying? You put up a good fight, it can help your career. You know what I mean? A good competitive fight. And to be honest, when you take two guys that are on the same level, a lot of times that makes a good fight. Terry said, just like Bud, he won't get credit for stopping Earl because, hold on, it scrolled up on me. He won't get any credit for stopping Earl because he's already damaged goods because of car accident and a torn retinas. Oh, Earl, hey, if he stops Earl now, he'll get all the credit he wants. Adrian the Barber said Keyshawn ain't fought anyone yet. He's never been tested. I watched his last 3 comp, was real amateur. Okay, so Adrian said the last few times he watched him fight, them last 3, it was kind of real amateur to him. So he don't think he ready for it. T-word, Martin will get the respect for boxing him, where the credit. I like Crawford, but I don't want Keyshawn thinking it's okay to duck. So Adrian saying he wants him to go on with it. Adrian Molina said he wants to go on with it, but Adrian the Barber said that, Keyshawn, he ain't really showed that he really got it. Hey, y'all keep going. Let me go grab this real quick. All right, y'all, I'm back up here in this piece. Yeah. So yeah, the way I was looking at it, man, I had to stop in the restroom real quick. Yeah, so way I look at it is, man, I think, me personally, I think that the fight, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the fight should go ahead and be made. That's how I look at it. I don't think that they should let this be a fight that marinate too much, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It'd be a good one, man. It'd be a good scrap. Adrian Barber, oh, okay. Keyshawn is an Olympian. We know he can fight. They taking their time with him. I'm with that. I'm definitely on the fence with it, man. I'm definitely on the fence with that. Because the problem is, every time they start letting these fights marinate, look what we get. We don't get to fight. Or they let it marinate too long, you know? That's one of the things that I'm thinking about right there, man. Frank Martin. Hey, I like Frank Martin last fight. The thing that I liked about Frank Martin, he took directions really well. You know what I mean? He stuck to the plan. He did what he had to do to get old boy out of there. And he did good, man. I like Keyshawn too, man. But what I was saying earlier before I said, hold on, y'all. I'm going to say this, man, and you guys agree with me. If you take a fighter, right, and you take two fighters that's on the same level, they can not be the best fighters in the world, but still put on a good match. It's when you get a mismatch when you don't get a really good match. You know what I mean? Like when you take Canelo versus Rocky Fielding, you're not going to get a good match out of that, right? You can go take two guys that's on the same level and get a knockdown, drag out fight, you know? Because neither one, they both on the same skill level. So, this is a little bit better package than Keyshawn Johnson. But I think that Keyshawn, man, he's a good, he can bang, man. Seems like he's got a pretty good chin. Said Keyshawn better worry about that dude Andy Cruz, who he lost to in the Olympics. He's at top rank too. Oh, okay. That's a good turn. So do you think, Terry, he should go try to avenge that loss before he goes and steps up again? He said, let's get smoothed. Tell us, Terry, why we not getting the best fights? Who's ducking? Adrian Molina is trying to start something. He's trying to get Smoot to start going. Like I said, guys, the phone lines are open all times. Anybody need to call in? Feel free. C. Dewberry is in the building. Salute, fam. He said, man, you should have came last night. I was on one. Hey, he was here last night, Terry. Yeah, man, but so what do y'all think? Y'all think he should go avenge that Olympian loss, or you think he should wait? What's y'all's thoughts on that? I think Bob may make that fight later on down the road, but not now, I believe. So y'all think it's too early in Keyshawn's career before we start marinating this fight? Before we even really start bringing this fight up and really pushing this fight, y'all really think that Keyshawn needs at least about another 4 or 5 fights, y'all think? Oh, okay. He said he ain't looking, y'all don't think he's looking too good? Say Bob fighting age, huh? He ain't looking too good. Y'all know, you got, what's up, Joseph? Salute, man. Yeah, man, we out here just cooking. We're talking about who's better, Keyshawn Johnson or Frank Martin. And should they fight now? Or should they wait and let that fight marinate a little bit, just only marinate long enough to get Keyshawn a few more fights? What's y'all's thoughts on that? Terry said, I think Frank Martin. Terry said, Bob has a few lightweights, Shakur, Devin, Keyshawn, etc. He won't make those fights at lightweight, I believe, maybe in a few years. Could be right. Because Bob is all about building a fighter up. But do y'all think that Keyshawn got what it takes for Bob to try to build him up? Because Bob only did Terrence Crawford so good, you know what I mean? And with him being up under Terrence Crawford, it just makes me wonder a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Is Bob going to push Keyshawn the way he should? You know what I mean? Or, I don't know, that's the thought that I'm having with that. You know what I mean? Or does Keyshawn go ahead and start trying to get some of these fights and push his way up? Because the problem with boxing is it ain't just about being good. It's about fighting the politics too. You know what I mean? When do you go ahead and start your fighter going up? Do you put him on your undercard? See, that's the thing that I was thinking about too. Bob is like 106, man. He needs to make the fights now. C. Dewberry said Bob is like 106 years old. He can't afford to let nothing marinate. Hey, Bob's 10. Hey, Bob 115 years old, man. He's just as good as everybody's 80. You know what I mean? Ain't really high on Keyshawn yet. Jared Anderson is a beast, though. The thing about it is the real reasons why I want to talk about this tonight is because fights are always marinating and we're not getting them. Yeah, how did Bob do with building up Berlanga? Yeah, man. That didn't do too well building up Berlanga, man. I don't understand what's going on with Berlanga, but I don't know if it's a competition with Berlanga or Berlanga in his training. You know what I mean? It's like Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is a good fighter, man. He really is. But I think Teofimo Lopez seems like he has regressed. He hadn't taken a step forward. Ever since he got in there and he fought Loma, he didn't really look that good to me in the Loma fight either. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, in the Kambosos fight, he really didn't look good. He had a few rounds in there, he looked real good. You know what I mean? Bob ain't that old. Him and King Ortiz are the same age. King Kong Ortiz, man, hey, he's old. He's young enough to be Bob's grandson, man. He said Berlanga a bum. He reminds me of Ro. Oh, come on, Adrian. Come on. Hey. He said he reminds Rolly. Not Rolly, man. He said they built Berlanga too good. Skills didn't match. Yeah, he didn't have enough time to get them skills together, man. The thing about Berlanga, he was a victim of his own success, man. He went in there and started knocking people out, and everybody's like, oh my God, he's this phenom, you know what I mean? This phenom. And it just wasn't so. But I don't know if how his training was doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was in training or what.
Unknown caller.
All right, here we go.
ATL.
Showboating Sports, ATL, man. You are on, man. How you doing tonight?
I'm cooling, man. What's going on with your Showboat?
Man, just same old. You see we here cooking about. Floor is yours, homeboy.
Yeah, man. Hey, if you're talking about Frank Martin versus Keyshawn Davis, that we talking about?
And are they ready for that fight? We really got the question, is Keyshawn Johnson really ready?
I don't know. For the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, the last fight that I seen with Frank Martin, you know, he definitely picked up skills, you know what I'm saying, and he showed me that, you know, he ready for whoever. And as far as me and Keyshawn Davis, you know, he's a great fighter and all, but I seen him riding Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying, cheerleading. And I ain't never seen Frank Martin really cheerleading. So at the end of the day, you know, I'm Team Spence all day. And if they ever was to get in the ring, I think Frank Martin would show him something he ain't never seen in his career before. That's just my opinion. It's not no fact. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion.
Right.
And I'm a stand on it.
Okay. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say, man. I just stopped by to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man. All right, man. Thanks for calling in, man. Catch you back in the chat, my man.
Already.
All right. So he said he Team Spence all the way, man. He said he feel like if they fight, he's definitely on Frank Martin's side. So he said Frank. So he said, wow. He said, and Rolly's getting a title fight. Berlanga may never get one of those. Hey, title fights don't come around for everybody. He said, Berlanga really thought at 168, Fat Joe pumped his head up way too much. Yeah, they all did. Everybody pumped his head up way too much, man. Agent said, power can only carry you so far. At some point, you have to box and bang up close with it. Yep. You gotta have more skills because everybody, you ain't gonna just go in there and just knock everybody out, you know? Styles make fights, man. People use that loosely, you know what I'm saying? Grassroots is in the building. Salute. Appreciate you rolling up in here, man. He says, salute 100. Give me Frank. Oh, everybody on this Frank Martin thing. So really, I think everybody has the same thought process about all this, is that Frank Martin would probably stop Keyshawn Johnson. So Keyshawn Johnson needs at least about another, what do y'all say, about 4 or 5 fights? The problem is with that is, there's 2 problems I got with this fight not taking place right now. We need justice for that Angola fight. Yeah, but this is the problem I got with that. And y'all gonna feel me when I say this. These fighters needed all the exposure they can get, for one, right? So if you could get this fight, let's say Crawford Spence fight, you get this on the undercard, this will build that fight up because so many people gonna tune into that pay-per-view, it's gonna blow them up. And as long as one of them don't get blown out in the fight, it'll make both of their careers, right? And then they can run it back later. But if you let this fight marinate, right? And you say, okay, Frank Martin needs about 3-4 more fights, or maybe 4 to 5 fights, then Keyshawn Johnson's gonna have about 4 or 5 fights. You see what I'm saying? And Keyshawn Johnson is steady developing and steady coming on with it, man. I saw growth in this last fight with him. You know what I mean? A lot of growth. And that's a good thing. Only thing is, we got to start seeing that Keyshawn Johnson got to start getting that same kind of growth. I like him. I think he's a good fighter. And I'm not going to say, I wouldn't say that it would be a 50-50 fight, but I do give Keyshawn Johnson a little bit to win. He's got a chance to win, more than a puncher's chance. You know what I mean? Frank versus Tank, both. Oh, PBC, nah, make it happen. Al, since you can make a Ryan Garcia fight, make the Frank fight. Nah, Frank Martin ain't ready for Tank. Frank ain't ready for Tank. I wouldn't want to see that. My bad. I'm glad you caught that. Glad you caught that. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking of the other Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn Johnson. We're gonna correct that. We're gonna correct that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Yep. Nobody caught that. That's all right. That's what we got y'all here for. Got it. Yeah, there we go. All right. There we go. Keyshawn Davis. We got it. We straighten that out. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Say he don't need that. Say he need to shut his mouth. If he ain't already. Yeah. I'm actually geek for this Bud Rocha fight. Can't wait to buy the zone and pay for the Golden Boy pay-per-view too. Man, you know what, Terry? We're not gonna allow that tonight, man. I think you jinxed us last time with that craziness, Terry. Yeah, Terry is jinxing us, man. He said you've been in between a pillow puncher Haney and a power puncher Rolly. Tank is all around complete. Yeah, Tank is all around complete. Yeah, you don't want to put Frank Martin in there with Tank. Nah, you don't. Tank will hurt him. If they in the same division, let them bang, scramble it up, rematches and all. Oh, I like that, Grassroots. He said scramble it up. Let them fight. Let them come on with it. They lose, they come on back with it. Because the longer you make it wait anyway, Frank Martin's going to get better. It ain't like he's going to be somewhere sitting on the shelf playing scramble. The difference is regardless of the number of fights, it'll be Frank with DJ, so he'll be growing expeditionally in comparison. Yep. With Derek James, he's going to be growing and growing and growing. Right. I think Martin ready for Tank. Whoa. ATL, you really think that? Man, nah, I can't give him, man. He ain't ready for Tank. Woo. Hey, ATL said he thinks Frank Martin is ready for Tank. What's y'all thoughts on that? Joseph said, I wish Tank should have fought Tevin Farmer at the time. Hey, Tevin Farmer wanted that fight. Said, no way. Keyword said Frank is ready. You think Frank is ready, T? Tank ducked Farmer and Gary Russell and Lomachenko. Hey, Terry, let me say this. Let me say this with you, Terry. You got a little bit of a good point in there somewhere because Loma's been calling Tank out for the longest. I don't think Tank ducked Loma. I think Floyd just didn't want to make that fight for whatever reason. I don't know if it was because of Bob or he don't think Tank was ready. But hey, T-Word said they the same age too. Frank and Tank the same age. He thinks Frank is ready. Ready as he's never ever gonna be. Don't matter though. Frank won't beat Tank. C. Dewberry said Frank won't beat Tank. He's as ready as he's gonna be, and it ain't gonna happen. I saw a growth in Tank's last fight that surprised me. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, League of Legacy said he's not. Yeah, man, I don't think Frank ready for Tank, man. Frank ain't ready for Tank. Tank has some skills, man. He got some skills. I don't think Frank ready for Tank. You know what I'm saying? Woo, y'all throwing him right out there, ain't you? Y'all throwing him out there. Floyd tried to make the fight. Tank turned it down because he said he didn't feel like he was ready. Oh, okay. Grassroots said, ready or not. Yeah, ready or not, let it go down. See, I like that. I like that. I like that kind of talk. That kind of talk is coming from a real boxing fan. You know what I mean? Like, hey, cut the bull, let them go at it. Let's see what they ready. Ready or not, let them go. Hey, I want to see it. I just don't think Frank is ready yet. You know what I mean? Because that Rivera fight was all right. You know what I mean? He could have turned it up a little bit. He did what he's supposed to do in that fight. He really did. But if that was Tank, you know what I mean? It'd been a little bit crazier, man. Y'all wasn't ready for Loma. Mayweather knew that. Tank has ring IQ now. Tank ready for them all. So Adrian said Tank ready for everybody now. He done stepped it up. He said, I ain't say Frank beats Tank, but he's ready. I got you. I got what you're saying. He's ready for it. Ready as he gonna be. So if he is, let him get on in there. Tank ain't never said he wasn't ready. See, Dewberry said Tank never said he wasn't ready. But it's I guess it's time to start making. Listen, it's time for 135 to get things cracking. I know Secure Stevenson and Devin, they've been going at it. They've been going at it. Rivera ain't Tank. He did good with Rivera, but yeah, Rivera ain't Tank, man. Tank is a different beast, man. Rivera, listen, Derrick James showed you what Rivera's whole weakness was and exploited it the whole fight. The whole fight. So much so his corner was like, man, just go in there and try to knock him out. They could not make they couldn't make adjustments on the fly. They couldn't make those adjustments. They couldn't make those. League of Legacy said there is an interview where he said Mayweather offered the Loma fight to him. AC Dewberry, League of Legacy said they had an interview where they said Mayweather offered him the Loma fight, and I guess he didn't want it. So I guess what League of Legacy is saying, Tank, he don't think Tank wanted that fight, or Tank was referring to that he didn't want that fight. But the 135 division is I think if they keep it up, what they're gonna do, they're gonna let it happen, man. And then you got what's them trying to make his way around. Who should have took that fight? Who I'd like to have saw fight him, but hopefully we'll see him fight him next. Will be see what Chris Colbert does. If Chris Colbert wins, and then which Chris Colbert should win, he wins that fight in spectacular fashion, then his next fight should be Frank Martin. But I don't know if he'll go in and go against Frank Martin right after that next fight. Frank Martin is ready, man. He ready. I like to see him step up in competition a little bit more. I really would. I don't think Frank is ready for Tank. I really don't, man. But hey, like y'all said, he could be as ready as he gonna be, you know? You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin is Derrick James. That's the thing that I factor in with Frank Martin. See, Frank Martin, he follows directions really well. And he stayed right in there exactly. He was like a robot. He did everything that Derrick James told him to do. And he did it right on the spot every time. And with a guy like that, man, the Connect. Salute, fam. Salute. Glad you up in here, man. Might as well jump on in here to this circus, man. We in here talking about this fight right here. We trying to see what's going on. No way, League. Show the proof. Be right back. I just caught a Yeti. Discipline. Yeah. Frank is disciplined. But the thing about that is, with him being disciplined, when you got to turn it on to go ahead and try to get that fighter out of there, do y'all think Frank can turn it on and get a fighter out of there when he needs to? What's y'all's thoughts on that? How much of a complete package is Frank Martin? Derrick James should have been trainer of the year instead of Eddie Reynoso. Didn't Derrick James won trainer of the year for last year, didn't he? Was there? Hold on, am I off on that? I thought Derrick James won it this past year, didn't he? Didn't he get that one? That's how I'm off. Am I off? Y'all correct me, guys. I done slipped since then. He did. Yeah, he did. He got it. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah, he got it. But I understand what you're saying. If you're saying like previous years, yeah, you should have got it before that. They have taken away from Derrick James is a really good trainer, man. He really is. But the thing that I like about Derrick James is he looks at his fighter and he sees what his fighter brings to the table and he enhances that. And I like that. He tailors his stuff to that fighter, you know? Grassroots said, you only get better against better opponents. I want to see top in each division scrap. I agree, my man. Hey, listen, Grassroots. It comes up to just what Clarissa Shields said. She said, y'all tell me I don't have a lot of competition, but I'm fighting all these girls over here. And when you look at the men's division, the elite fighters, it's only so many of them. So when you narrow them down, it's only so many elite fighters in each division, and they not fighting each other. And she had the perfect point with that. She done fought in 3 different divisions, done came undisputed in 3 divisions. She's fighting all these women, right? And the guys in they one little division ain't fighting the top dogs. She got a point, man. She got a point. Derek robbed Reynoso and Bill Haney for the award. Hey, Terry, say he robbed him, huh? He robbed him. Oh, and then he threw Bill Haney out there. See, that's what Terry does, man. Terry throw it out there, and people gonna run with that, man. They gonna run with that, Terry. As long as Martin follows his trainer's instructions, there's no telling what he can do. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And he's might be gonna deal with strength and conditioning. You know what I mean? Get that, or he comes in really good shape. But could you imagine him with Blu-ray and him and all that? Frank would have gotten him out of there if he wasn't juiced. Frank, you think Frank would have got Rivera out of there if Rivera wasn't juiced? Yeah, I think he was taking something like a water pill or something like that, they said. Not sure, but you know, hey. But that's my point. I like Frank in that fight, but I think he should have finished that dude on off. I think he had what it takes to finish him off. I like to see him go out there. He ain't the biggest, hardest puncher in the world, but he can punch. Frank can punch. But when you start talking about Tank's a different beast, man. Yeah, it might have been, yeah. Am I still, yeah, let me know if I am. Because sometimes it'll spin on me on here and I try to shut up and let it catch back up. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my computer or StreamYard. Hit StreamYard up and I don't know what they talking about on that. They ain't thinking it's them. So I got to go figure it out. It might be my computer. Hopefully it's not too bad. All clear now? Okay, cool. I'll try to watch it. When I see it turn, I'll pause it and then come on back. But yeah, not pause it, but you know what I mean. Give it like a 1-2 breath and then keep speaking, because it'll give me like a processing thing go around on my screen. But anyway, yeah, man, I want to see that. I want to see Frank Martin go ahead and start dismantling, figure out a way. Maybe do y'all think Frank has that kind of power, that power to go ahead and end it when he needs to? Do y'all think Derrick James was just playing to stay for Rivera? What are y'all thoughts on that Rivera fight? I think that he should have tried to finish Rivera towards the end. Because Rivera wasn't, he would look like he was beat mentally on that one, man. That was a fight you could have went in and ate him on up and finished making a statement. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to start making these statements. You got to start getting people that respect going in as you start going up the ladder. Because, man, at 135, it's some beast at 135, man. That division, man, is crazy, But you got to do him like Tank did Hector Garcia. See, Tank showed you what he did to Hector Garcia. You know what I mean? And I really don't think Rivera was better than Hector Garcia. I really don't. Now, I'd like to see them two fight. Matter of fact, since both of them took a loss, I think those two should fight. Hector Garcia and Frank Rivera. Rivera, You got to step it up. Yeah. Do we step him in there? But I tell you who I like to see him with. Why not put he got enough. Rivera is dangerous. Can't box his socks off like that and then get clipped. Yeah, you're right. But C. Dewberry, you know, towards the end, there was a few times in there that Rivera looked like he was mentally out of it. You know what I mean? You could have turned it up a little bit more. You got to start showing that you separate yourself from even fighters that are dangerous. When you got them, you got to mentally beat. Rivera was mentally beat, man. His trainers were mentally beat. And that's when you got to capitalize on that. You know what I mean? Elite fighters, to be elite, and as you start going up, you got to have a different gear. You got to switch gears. But I would like to see Keyshawn, well, not Keyshawn. I like to see Frank Martin fight Kambosos. Now that would be a good fight. That's where he needs to step up to, is Kambosos. Will Kambosos take that fight? I don't know. But Frank Martin versus Kambosos would be a really good fight. That'd be a good fight. It'll show you exactly where both fighters are. I thought he was swinging for the fences, though. Rivera, you thought he was swinging for the fences? Yeah, it was a few times he was, because you got to remember, his team was telling him to go in there and knock him out. He was going there for the knockout. That whole team, including him, they were all beat mentally. Derek James showed them the sweet science of boxing, and they had nothing for it. But you got to be able to switch gears in there too. You know what I mean? Somewhere in there. Because what if a fighter or the trainer makes adjustment on the fly? You know what I mean? So while you got him on the ropes, you got to go ahead and get it. He'll kick Kambosos. Yeah. He said, I got Frank Martin, but it'll be a good fight. I got Frank Martin on that fight too, but it'll be a good fight because Kambosos is going to bring it. You know what I mean? And Kambosos learned a little bit off that Devin fight. You know what I mean? He learned a little bit off that Devin fight. Not maybe a whole lot, but he learned enough to fight somebody like Frank Martin and make a little bit, some kind of adjustments or something, you know? It'd be a good fight. Frank Martin, Kambosos should fight. Rivera and Hector Garcia should fight. Same way we got Chris Colbert fighting. You know what I mean? Two guys taking a loss. They both fighting their way back out of a loss. And then you go ahead and let Hector Garcia and Rivera fight. Let them two fight that one out. That'd be a good one. Said Ghost with KO him. So y'all think Frank stop Kambosos? Terry said he think Pitbull Cruz stops Frank Martin. What y'all think? Y'all think that would be a good fight? Frank Martin versus Pitbull Cruz would be a good fight. That really, Terry, I didn't think about that one. That would be, listen, that would be a good fight. Cruz got a little bit of, he got some power. He's got some power. That'd be a good fight. No, Terry, no. Grassroots said, Terry, you wildin'. Yeah, Terry, you wildin' on that one, man. Gamboa doesn't beat Frank Martin. You tripping, man. See, Terry is high. Hold on. We got something for you, Terry. This is what we need.
A little prick. Yeah, prick.
Go ahead.
Come on, get him out of here.
Get Terry out of here. Get him out of here. Get Terry out of here. Terry said, Gamboa stops Frank. I'm offended by that. Terry, I'm offended by that one, man. Come on, Terry. You're not going to put him down up under Gamboa now. Oh, my good. You know what's funny? Somebody's going to see the replay on this, man. Somebody's going to see the replay on this. And when you said, hell, Gamboa might beat Frank, somebody is going to run with that, Terry. You know how many people going to run with that? Get him out of here. Yeah. What's funny is, man, Terry is so convincing on that stuff, man. People run with that, man. Yeah, people run with that, man. You gonna do Frank like that, man? He said Frank smoking Gamboa and Pitbull easy. Yeah, T. Yeah. I think George needs a tune-up. He's coming out for double L's. Yeah. He might need a tune-up. But George should be going ahead and fighting now. Who's George gonna be? George got a fight coming up, don't he? Didn't George Kambosos got a fight coming up, I think. If I'm not mistaken. But Frank Martin will be a good one. Pitbull Cruz, he said, and Pitbull Cruz will be easy. T-Word said Pitbull Cruz will be an easy fight. Tank, Shakur, Frank, Devin, in that order. Oh, wow. He got Tank first, Shakur, Frank, then Devin in that order. So you got Frank Martin over Devin, and you got Shakur Stevenson over Devin at 135? Oh, wow, C. Dewberry. Uh-oh. What y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? The thing about it is Shakur Stevenson, I'm not taking nothing away from Shakur Stevenson, C. Dewberry, but Shakur Stevenson got to show me what he can do at 135. I want to see how he acclimates at 135. You got to think, guys, his hands a little brittle. Got to see what he can. When he beat Devin. Devin ain't a little dude, man. Terry Smoot said, make it make sense. Definitely Shakur over Devin. Oh my goodness. You don't like Devin. How is the undisputed champ fourth? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Yeah, how does he go fourth? Joseph says Shakur is my favorite fighter. Hey, I don't blame you on that, Joseph. I don't. Shakur is a good fighter. He really is. I just want to see what he's gonna do at 135. Frank over Devin could be reversed. Okay, C. Dewberry. So he's not gonna put Frank over Devin. Oh wow. Okay, C. Dewberry. All right. How's Shakur over Devin? And Shakur never even had a fight at 135. Uh-oh, C. Dewberry. C. Dewberry. There you go. Terry Smoot, shots fired at C. Dewberry. He wants an explanation on that. Come on, C. Dewberry. You gotta give us a explanation on that. 8 Mile said, I got Devin. He said, I got Devin, bro. I got Devin over there. He got Devin over Shakur Stevenson. I think that's what 8 Mile is saying. My thing is this. Coming in there, Shakur Stevenson needs a fight at 135 first. That's what I feel before he goes mess. Because Devin is a big 135er, man. Devin gonna blow up and be 140. 140 something real easy. Devin taking that stuff. He gonna eat something. Listen, Devin's gonna make weight, and the day of the fight, he gonna be 145. You know what I mean? Devin's gonna go up her. You know what I mean? C. Dewberry said because Devin only beat Kambosos. Do we all believe Kambosos loses to Tank, Shakur, and Frank? Yeah. Kambosos does lose to all of those guys. I agree with that. But this is the thing with Devin, though. It wasn't a hard fight with Devin. It was an easy fight. Both fights was easy with Devin. He switched up and done that. So it wasn't even a challenge. He did Kambosos is what Devin should have done to Kambosos, which Teofimo Lopez couldn't do. What didn't do. You know what I mean? It was a close fight with Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? Well, he lost, but he knocked Teofimo Lopez down. He said, who has Shakur? Dewberry that Shakur can beat that beat up Kambosos. That can beat Kambosos. That Shakur Stevenson beat. All I'm saying is, listen, Shakur Stevenson is the real deal. But being the real deal, you still got to show us what you can do at 135. You got to show that. Because you got people that are 135ers that should be 140. You understand what I'm saying? So that changes the whole thing up. Because Devin should be 140. Ryan should be 140. Ryan should be 140, man. You know? Shakur would have made it look easier. Tank would have stopped Kambosos, and Frank outboxes him. Yeah, but Devin outboxed him too. Devin outboxed that dude. We're putting too much hype on a dude who ain't even fought at the division yet. My thing with that is Shakur Stevenson. I believe in Shakur Stevenson, but I'm one of them people you have to show me. You know what I mean? All fighters must show it. You know? It's like, let me tell you, Earl Spence is my dude, man. But Earl Spence goes to 154. I gotta see him at 154 and see how. We already know he's dominant at 147, but you got these 154 pounders. When you move up, I gotta see him up there. You know what I mean? I can't just go in there and say he's just gonna run through Castaño the same way he did Ugas. You know what I mean? Castaño is a bigger fighter, can take a bigger hit. You know what I mean? Went to war with Charlo. C. Dewberry said, Terry, you got to put some respect, not respect. I'm gonna even make it even better for you, C. Dewberry. Some respect on that man's name. I believe in Fulton at 126, but I can't say he beats Leo and others. Yep. I'm one of them people, man, that anytime I like a fighter got to prove it, man. Got to prove it. You know what I mean? Even if I believe in them that they can move up and win, you know? I gotta see him do something up there before I really, really start judging it. Like, I like Shakur. Shakur's got the goods. You know what I mean? He's proven it, but he's got to prove it at 135. So it's the difference. When you get up to 135 and you fighting people like Tank, your hands, you got them brittle hands, you got to keep them off of them. Fulton fighting the monster first. Yeah. Stephen Fulton. Yeah. I cannot wait to see that one. I can't wait to see that one. The difference is the skill level. C. Dewberry said the difference is the skill level. I respect should hype him up until I seen him fight two oppositions in the division. Gotta show and prove. Yep, gotta show it and prove it. Yeah, Shakur's got skills, man. He might be the best skilled out there at 135. You know what I'm saying? But your size, you gotta take all that stuff in consideration. And Devin's got skills too, man. Devin ain't no pushover. You know what I'm saying? Devin's long, a big body guy. Shakur Stevenson got those Floyd Mayweather hands. Shakur Stevenson said that himself. He said, you know, my hands, they like Floyd's, you know? He said, you know, I hurt my hands a lot. That's why you see him in some of them fights, he hadn't been finishing people. And you can't go in a fight, hit Tank and hurt your hands and don't take Tank out. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. It's not gonna work with Tank. Tank is getting you out of there. You gotta get your respect out of Tank. You gotta keep Tank up off of you. And nobody has made Tank respect them enough to where Tank doesn't come in there for the kill. You know what I mean? And Devin can box his ass off, but you know. So Terry, we can bet on all of the Shakur fights at 135 except for the Tank. Cool. Yeah. He said, hey, C. Dewberry just now told Terry, hey, I take all the smoke you got besides Tank. Anybody besides Tank, I want the smoke. Same thing with Earl. Earl is just a title holder with 3 belts, while Bud is the true champion at 147. King up. Terry, really, man? Really? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I'm not even... Listen. Oh, my... You know what, Terry? I'm not even getting suckered in that. I let somebody else know. Shakur fought here in Nebraska twice. Did you get to go see him? Did you get to go watch it? TD, did you get to go watch it? Yeah, of course he gonna fight up there where Bud is, you know what I mean? Told you he was hot. Hey, C. Dewberry, you got a point. Yeah. Terry said, yeah, Shakur gonna be fighting other people first. He said, troll game on point. Yeah. Your troll. Listen, you are undefeated with that troll game, bruh. Hey, listen, the force is strong with that one, bruh. Listen, man. You put out there, watch these lives when it's over with, and they see what you saying, and they regurgitate it, man. They regurgitate that. Oh, he watched it in the sports bar a block away. Yeah, that's one I like to go see, man. If them tickets wasn't too high, I think you would have went and watched that one in person. Just to say you saw Shakur Stevenson, though. You know what I mean? But I know how it is. Sometimes, you know what, though? Watching in a sports bar is better than being live. You know? It's just, I like going because I like being in the atmosphere. But really, man, you miss a lot being there at the fight than you won't see on TV. You know what I mean? I went and watched the Tank versus Gamboa fight. It was good, but went back home and watched it again. It was better on TV. You know what I mean? Most of the time I'm watching it, I look up at the Jumbotron when I can to not miss nothing. You know what I mean? You go, think about that in that. We pay to go to a fight to watch the fight, but most of us, when we get to the fight, watch it on the big screen TV anyway. Is that not crazy? We pay all that money to go. If you ain't, even when you ringside, you know, he said, I'm an old guy, hard to fight the crowd. Yeah, I got you. I got you on that. Yeah. That makes a whole lot of sense. Make a whole lot of sense, man. All that going in there with all them people up in there and everybody in the way. Yeah, man, it becomes a little bit chaotic. I agree with you on that, TD. Yeah. So, you know. So I feel you. But like I said, man, I'd like to see some more of that, though. I like to see Shakur Stevenson fight in person. I like a few more fights I'm going to go see in person. I missed a whole lot of fights over the years. I'm thinking of going to the Ramirez-Rosado fight. Oh, okay. And LB this month, okay. What's up? Big Dog is in the building. Salute, fam. Glad you rolled up in here, man. Yeah, man, we all going back and forth on all these fights. Right now, to catch you up on there, we talked about Frank Martin, Keyshawn Davis, and we talking about at the 135. That's where we are. We talking about the 135 division. And we put it out there, and C. Dewberry said that he thinks in that division, he has Tank, Shakur Stevenson. He's got all them guys up over Frank Martin over Devin. Said Frank Martin destroys Keyshawn Davis, but who is Keyshawn Johnson? I know, man. Hey, I changed it. Is it still showing that on there? Is it still showing on my end? Is I know, man. I tried to change it in here. Oh, you going to Virgil and Stanionis? Oh, that's gonna be a good one, bro. That's gonna be a good one. That's one you want to see. Terrence would be dope to see fight in person. Yo, yeah. I like to see Terrence fight in person. I'm holding up all the fights, but when Spence and this Crawford fight is announced, I'm going to try to make it out to that one. I said it was going to be, you know what I mean? I'm going to try to make it to that one. I would like to go to that Tank and what's the name fight? The Tank and Ryan Garcia fight. Yeah, I got you. For some reason, the new generation got to stand up the whole fight. Yeah, man, they don't sit down. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're right. When you're at a sport events, people in front of you don't sit down. You're like, come on, man, can y'all please sit down? And they want to stand up the whole time. Yeah, I need to see Spence fight in person too, bro. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. He said Terrence is way more exciting than Earl. Bud been stopping everything at 147. Earl has those snooze fests like his fight with Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia. He said Earl is snoozing people, man. Bud is the truth. Is basically what he said. He said Bud has stopped everything at 147, even though they've been tomato cans, cab drivers and stuff. Oh, you was at the Terrence versus Horn fight? How was the crowd? Did you like being there? That's the thing I like. I like when it's a good fight and you go there and the crowd is electric. I like that. But I'm like TD when he said that. When you there, you trying to watch a fight, the people in front of you don't want to sit down. So you ain't seeing nothing through the whole fight. You tell them to sit, hey man, can y'all, then you fighting. You know what I mean? That's what's crazy. You get down on that floor, people, only time they don't do that is if you're in the nosebleed section. Yeah, Marquise. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. He said, nah, with Earl, they were beat down, bruh. I use talking to Roy Jones ringside. Yeah. 8 Mile said, yep, cab drivers. Yeah, exactly what he was fighting, cab drivers. Yeah, C. Dewberry was at an electric. Should have been fight of the year. Yeah, man. He said, TD said, I did see the avocado from the cheap seats last Omaha fight. Yeah. Well, in all fairness, the whole ring, the whole place was almost cheap seats, you know what I mean? At that David Avocado fight. Hey, but more people showed up at that fight than I thought. But I'm sure they... He said, Bud ain't never fought cab drivers, only champions, former champions, mandatories, and boogeymen. Wow. Oh, my goodness, man. Y'all gonna let Terry keep getting away with that, man. Terry is a bad influence on people that really don't know boxing, man. Terry's got to be stopped, dude. Terry's got to be stopped, dog. We got to put the heading up here at the title, Don't Listen to Terry Smoot. BLK Prime sold out the Shy Center. They sold out 18,000 and sold 120 pay-per-view fights. It was a successful event. That it was a successful event. 120K at $10 a pay-per-view. Yeah, Marquise. Yeah. Terry just put it all out there, man. We done gave him to Bob Arum once. We done gave him to Bob Arum. Yeah, but we gotta give Terry to Bob Arum again, man. We gotta give Terry to Bob Arum.
Little prick. Yeah, prick. Go ahead. Come on, get him out of here.
Yeah, we gotta give him that. So listen, man. All I'm saying is, in all these fights right here that we talking about at 135, everybody got to step up and everybody got to prove themselves, right? But some of these fighters, you don't want to advance them. But C. Dewberry thinks Frank Martin is better than Devin Haney. I just can't believe that. I just can't believe that one, man. I think Terry, hey, C. Dewberry, tell me this. What is it about Devin Haney that makes you not really believe in Devin Haney? Is it because of Kambosos, or what do you think it is about Devin Haney? Was it 120 pay-per-views after they charged everybody twice? Yeah, C. Dewberry. Hey, that's going at you, Terry. From C. Dewberry, shots fired. Was it 120,000 pay-per-views after they charged everybody twice? Knowing BLK charged twice. Yeah. TD said second level at the Bud versus Avocado fight was $50. He said, I can handle that. Hey, my man, I don't blame you for that. It's worth $50 to go watch that in person. You know what I mean? Since you just right down the street. Now, I wouldn't fly in town for that, but if it was in my city, $50, maybe. You know what I mean? True that they did. They double charge people, some people. Okay, I give you that. Okay. You don't think he got any power and say he's a little chinny. Okay. So you really put Frank Martin? Okay, I got you. So you think Frank Martin has proven himself? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think Frank Martin beats Jojo Diaz and Kambosos too? Just a question. I'm not saying that he can or can't. I just want to get your opinion on that. And if so, do you think he runs through those guys? You know what I mean? You think he stops them or runs through them? I really would like to see Keyshawn Davis fight Frank Martin. Not Frank Martin. I like to see Frank Martin fight Kambosos. C. Dewberry said, he's talking about Devin. He said he's probably got the best jab in the game, but you need more than a jab and grab to beat Frank. I think he could possibly beat Devin. Okay, he put possibly in quote. Okay, I got you. You ain't saying it's a definite. You said it's possible. I give you that, bro. I give you that. He said Frank washing Kambosos. T-Word said Frank is going to wash Kambosos. Going to wash him out like Devin or stop him. I don't think Martin beats Kambosos. What? Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Marquise said he don't think Frank Martin beats Kambosos right now. What do you think about Kambosos that you think that can beat Frank Martin, Marquise? What do you think it is? And like I said, guys, y'all see the number coming across the screen. Anybody that want to call in, feel free to call in. You know, you guys can talk live. You know what I mean? We'll bring you on and take you out. You know what I mean? So anybody want to call in can. If y'all feel like it's too much to write, type, whatever else, feel free to do it. Just want to throw that out there. But he said that, yeah. He said, what does Kambosos do well? That's what C do. That's what T Word wants to know. C Dewberry said, damn, Marquise high too. Hey, C Dewberry. That's another blow at Terry Smoot. He said Terry Smoot is high. Yeah, he says what he said. He said he high. Yeah, I like it. He said Frank Martin can pot shot, punching combos, set traps, defensively responsible, and has better footwork. Okay. That's a good breakdown on that one, T. It is. So basically, you saying he can do this about the same that Devin can do. And the thing about it is, he followed Derek James to a T, man. Whatever Derek James says do, he does. So that's gonna make it. He goes, Derek James watching, brings him in the corner, tell him the adjustments and what to do. He goes out there and does it and sticks to it. He didn't get fancy with it. He didn't try to put a little more sauce on it. He did everything he was supposed to do in this last fight with Rivera. And I like that. Oh, C. Dewberry said, hey, T-Word, do you think Frank has a chance to beat Devin? He said, don't let the Devin Haney fights fool you. He's the most skilled at 135. Kambosos is awkward, super quick, quiet, and excellent had hand speed, and Kambosos had good footwork too. It's levels. Yep. Same as Devin, but not as good of a jab, and obviously less height and reach. He's talking about Frank Martin. He's just as good as Devin, but you know, a little bit less. C. Dewberry said, hey, Marquise, I think Shakur is the most skilled at 135. T-Word said, Frank has a chance, but Devin's range will cause him problems, and he won't win on a decision. I meant Devin, the most skilled at 135. Okay, got you, Marquise. Got you. Yeah, he was meaning Devin. It's typo. Got you. TD said he agrees with T-Word on that. He said in that fight you seen bad footwork though. He thinks that he has better footwork. So basically, Marquise is saying he thinks that Kambosos is a more talented, more skilled fighter than Frank Martin. C. Dewberry said, well, we know if it's the Devin fight, it's definitely going to decision. In the T.O. fight too. I would like to see that fight though. I like to see Devin and Kambosos. I would. I pick Frank beating Kambosos though, because of Derrick James. I think they'll make the adjustments. But Kambosos gets it, man. He said that's how he got knocked down. Poor footwork. That'd be a good fight. Frank Martin versus Kambosos would be a good fight. Hey, TD said Frank Martin's fights go to decision too. So Frank Martin ain't a knockout artist. They said it's gonna go to decision too. Oh, Marquis said his footwork is why he beat Kambosos. Using his feet. And being in the right spots when he had to, huh? Martin won't outbox Devin, though. It'd be some good fights, though. Said Devin can nullify his angles. Yeah, Devin can. Hey, Devin's a smart fighter, man. Have you been watching Frank's fights? I like Frank, man. I really do. I like Frank, but I got a little bit more respect on him off this Rivera fight. I thought the fight would be closer. I really did. I thought that fight would be closer. I just thought that, I figured that Rivera would be able to make adjustments and do stuff. Man, they found his weak spot and exploited that the whole night. He said he beat T.O. because T.O. was being wild. That's why he beat T.O. But T.O., man, the thing about T.O., man, T.O., he just did, it just seemed like his training, man. He needs something. T.O. needs something, man. TD said, I'm a YouTube expert, of course. Hey, listen, TD. Hey, what does that matter? The way I look at it is, hell, Paulie Malignaggi is wrong a whole lot. And he was a boxer. You know what I mean? So everybody in that seat swears up and down they're experts and they be wrong. Oh yeah, you more of an expert than some of them commentators. He's a Rivera. Too much. Yeah, it was silly adjustments that he needed to make. I thought it would be closer too. He watched him though. He did. I thought it'd be closer. Marquis said, T-word cap. George was a lot faster than what, and explains they dropped him early. Yeah. Said George Kambosos was a lot faster, man. Drop T.O. early. Okay, drop T.O. early. Got you. Man, them predictive text, boy, that autocorrect, man, it does that stuff, man. Throws it all off. Yeah, he said that he was a lot faster than T.O. And that's why he dropped T.O. early. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. That'd be a good one, man. Listen, y'all. I think we all on the same page with that one. These guys, so what we saying is Frank Martin and Keyshawn Davis, they don't need to fight right now. There's other fish out there to fight because Keyshawn is going to need a little bit more step up in competition, right? He needs to grow. But the problem is Frank Martin is growing. So they can fight other people in the meantime and see if Keyshawn can turn the corner. But with all these other fights I heard, we need to see it. I like to see Pitbull Cruz and Keyshawn. I like to see that too. All right, Adrian. Salute, man. Glad you joined in tonight. Glad you back in here at night with us, kicking it. You have a good night, man, and we'll catch up with you later, man. Said T.O. was wild and showing no respect. T.O. didn't seem like he even really trained good. I mean, he did all right, but Man, something's up with Teofimo Lopez, man. I think what's going on in his personal life is affecting him a whole lot in that ring with whatever's going on with him and his wife. You know what I'm saying? Because Teo ain't the same Teo, man. You know what I'm saying? This last fight didn't look too hot to me, man. And that's why I say, when you got these fighters that move up, we won't see it. Now he's going to go in and fight Josh Taylor. I have to see something on there. You know what I'm saying? And Josh better not lose that to Teo coming up like that. Not a good fight in that. And if, I mean, man. Pop with the drop. Salute, fam. Salute. Glad to see you up in here, man. Canelo Alvarez is a disgrace to boxing. Hey, seems like you got something to get off your chest, bruh. Got something to get off your chest, man. He came in here shooting shots at Canelo. Okay. We got you. I love it, man. He came in here firing, boy. Hey, tell us how you really feel. Yeah, man. I want to see some more of this, some more of that, man. Yeah, man. But like I said, guys, the phone lines are open. Y'all got something y'all want to say, y'all can feel free to call in at any time. The number is scrolling across the screen. We give you a little bit of time. Come in and say what you got to say, then we clear the phone lines out. He said, Keyshawn destroys that coward's twin, Frank Martin. Wow. Keyshawn destroys that coward's twin, Frank Martin. And I would suspect he's talking about Earl Spence. But Pop with the drop. Before I put any words in your mouth, who are you referring to? I think you're saying Spence, but we gotta let you say who it is you talking about. C. Dewberry said, and we really got to stop calling Devin a 135 guy. He's only fighting at 135 one more time. He's a 140-pound guy. Mark my words. Yep. Hey, C. Dewberry, listen. We know he's going to have to get up there at that 140 real soon, right? So my thing is this. This is my thing. He said he's going to fight at 2023. He's going to stay 2023. You know what I mean? So Pop with the drop is referring to Spence. He said that he thinks that Frank Martin is just like Spence, and he got his money on Keyshawn destroying him. Frank Martin. Wow. Okay. It can happen. I think Keyshawn is a good fighter. He needs a little bit more. He's got a few fights. He needs a couple more fights to bring. Do you think that Davis should go ahead and fight right now? Do y'all think that he should fight Frank Martin right now? Is that what you're saying, Pop with the drop? Then you should go ahead and fight that? Said he lying. A lot of other people said they didn't think he's ready. But you saying you think he's ready right now, huh? Could be. I got to hear it from this side. I got to hear it from your side, man. Should they go ahead and fight now? Or should they wait? Oh, okay. C. Dewberry said he thinks Keyshawn is still too green. And then Pop with the drop said they should go ahead and fight right now for sure. They shouldn't wait. They should get it over with right now. He thinks Keyshawn Davis has it to where he can go in there and knock him out. Not knock him out, to beat him. He thinks he's got enough to take care of business right now. He don't need it to marinate. He don't need no more fights. You think with 7 fights he'll beat He'll beat him. Marquise Williams said, Aram's going to keep Keyshawn away from Martin. Martin is more ready than Keyshawn right now. Right now, at this time, he feels like Keyshawn, Martin is a better all-around fighter. He said, I seen an interview where Ellie Setback asked Earl, what you think about the fight with Frank Martin and Haney, and Earl responded that it'll be a boring fight. I guess the reason why he said that it'd be a boring fight, only because, you know, it's gonna be more skills. You know, people want to see them fights. You know, I mean, people want to see knockouts and that kind of stuff. Be more of a chess match. Keyshawn trains with Crawford, Shakur, and more than ready. Yeah, he does train with him. He does train with him. You don't think you see a little green in him? Pop with the drop. I like Keyshawn. I do. I like Keyshawn. But I think that he said Keyshawn hasn't even had a 10-rounder yet. Yeah. But Pop with the drop. What we saying is Keyshawn is a good fighter, but Keyshawn ain't ready. He still got a lot of green in him, man. You know what I mean? You rush him in with somebody that's a little bit readier, that knows a little more, then you know it's a setback for no reason. But I'm like, hey, if y'all say he ready, hey, let him go. I think it would be best. You know the way I like to see it? I'm on the fence with it. Really, I am. I'm on the fence with it because one hand, I like to go ahead and see it because every time we start marinating fights, we don't get it. But also, when you got fighters, said, what's 5 fights I want to see that's not been announced? That's not been announced. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me think about that. Pop with the drop. Definitely Spence and Crawford. Definitely that one. Training with them don't mean you ready. Yeah. All in the top. Top 5. Yeah, fights I want to see. Top 5 fights. It's better fights in 2024 than that. The top 5 fights that haven't been announced. Okay. The first one would be Spence Crawford. Second one would be let's see. Let's see. I like to see Wilder versus Usyk. I love to see that fight. That's 2. I like to see Charlo and Andre. I like to see that fight. I like to see man, there's so many fights out there I like to see. Cause I like to see the winner of oh yeah, that would be a good one, but I think Benavidez wins that one though. Yeah, Morrell versus Benavidez. Yeah, I like to see that one. I like to see it. Yep. I like to see that one. I would think, I don't know. That would be a good one. So I would think maybe Benavidez. I don't know, but that would be a good one. David and Benavidez would be a good one. So let me just, before I even stamp that one, let me just think. But yeah, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. Because we getting some of the fights we want to see. Inouye versus Fulton for sure. Yeah, but that one's already been announced. They already got that one. He said, I think it's a 50-50 fight. Yeah. Yeah, it is a close fight. It's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. C. Dewberry said, I got David Morrell. Yeah. Benavidez, man. Hey, that's a good one, man. We're going to see how Benavidez does with this Plant one. I got Benavidez beating Plant, but with, man, the bread, man. Hey, man, that's Plant. I like how Plant changed things up. I really do. I like how he changed up. And I also like how he's acting now that he took that loss. Tank that too. I was that too. I like to see the winner of Tank and Ryan versus the winner of Devin and Loma. Hector Garcia versus Navarrete. That might be pretty good. I like to see Hector Garcia versus Rivera. What do you think about that? Hector Garcia versus Rivera. Because Rivera just came off that loss. That'd be a pretty good one. I'd also like to see for unification. Yeah, that'd be good. For unification. It's so many fights, man. Hold on, let me think. It's so many fights I like to see, but some of them fights are hinging off of another fight. Boots versus Thurman. Yep, I like that one. Said, I think Hector coming back down to 130 with his WBA belt. He could, but it'd be good. It'd be good if he goes back down. Yep. That's a good one. Yep, that's a good one too, Marquise. Yep, pop with the drop. That's a good one. The problem with now, listen. Let me say this, Marquise. Though, let me throw this in there. I like Broner versus Regis, Prograde, but I want to see Broner get in the ring and fight somebody and let his hands go. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what Broner gonna do since he's been at the ring. He ain't been in shape. Now he's back in shape. I'd like to see him get in there and fight somebody before Regis. I think it's only fair. Broner needs a tune-up. I ain't a great big old tune-up type dude, but I think Broner needs to do that. He said, C. Dillberry, that ain't happening. Forget about that one. Boots versus Thurman. Yeah, it might not happen, man. Said Broner can't make 140. You don't think Broner can't make 140? I say Broner might be able to now. Because he was looking good here lately, man. Gary Anton Russell versus the winner, Rolly versus... Yeah. Gary Anton Russell beats Rolly now, man. I think he beats them dudes, man. What about Gary and Regis Prograde? You think Gary's ready for Regis? What do you think about that? Pop with the drop. What's up, Diana? Salute. We in here cooking, man. You might as well jump on in with the circus, man. Pop with the drop came in and asked us, what top fights do we really want to see that haven't been announced? And we all in here throwing up fights that we'd like to see that we said that hadn't been announced. So we are naming some of them off. That's where we at right now, Diana. And we was in here talking about, is Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin, are they both ready for each other? Does Keyshawn Davis need a little bit of more seasoning or what? Hey, you the one to ask. You the one to ask. You asked about it. Yeah, you the one started it. Hey, Diana. C. Dewberry said, Diana wants to see AJ versus anybody. It's tricky with the Broner because he needs a tune-up, but he wants money. For a larger purse, he has to fight somebody. Yeah, he does. You're right, Marquise. You're right. He think he gonna get 10 grand for fighting a tune-up, and he ain't gonna get that, man. T-Word said Gary is an exciting fighter. That's a good fight, but it ain't on Pop's radar or wish list. Yep. She said, I was just gonna say Keyshawn and Frank, it'd be fire. Yeah, hey. Indeed. Hey, some people said they don't think that Frank Martin and that Keyshawn fight should happen right now. Some people say Keyshawn needs a little bit more seasoning. That's what they saying. But we got Pop with the drop that came in. He said he thinks Keyshawn Davis is ready right now for Frank Martin. He said let him come on with it right now. I think T.O., listen, Pop with a drop. I like T.O., but I think there's something going on with T.O. in his training, man. His last fight, I wasn't impressed. The Kambosos fight, I wasn't impressed. And I really wasn't impressed on the Lomachenko fight. Even though he won that fight, he wasn't like the old one. Bam Rodriguez. Yep. C. Dewberry said, Diana, who do you got? Keyshawn or Frank? We want to know where you stand on that one. Yeah, but which one you pick over the other one? Just right now, before you do a fight breakdown. We know we always say, but just off the top of your head, which one do you think will win? He said Keyshawn need to rest a few months to smoke some kush. Keyshawn probably need to go. T.O. He said T.O. T.O. She said, I have the ghost, Frank Martin. Yeah. So she said she got Frank Martin on that one, bro. So she answered that question. Frank Martin all day long. Yeah, man. I think with Derek James, man, he gonna make the adjustments, man. I think it'd be too much right now. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm on the fence with it, man. I like to see it, and again, I like to see. I don't know, man. It's enough people at 135 that they can, they can find other fights. I'm trying to hang with T.O., but until Pops go, they be no change. Yep. T.O. Yeah, you're right. T.O. is gonna do the same thing. Do you think Diana is really all in the trainer? Or do you think that he's having a hard time with his marriage and that stuff bleeding over into the ring? Because that whole thing, when he fought this last time and he went out there, that whole thing with baby and all that other stuff that was doing, you could see that was mentally affecting him the way he was acting in the ring. And she was like, come in, give me my baby. She was doing all that stuff. That stuff just didn't look too good to be out there in the public eye with that. You know what I mean? I don't get in people's personal lives, really, but when it seems like it's bleeding over in the ring, it changes stuff, you know? Your life outside the ring affects the inside of the ring a lot. Only very few fighters can block all that stuff out. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Said that's training. He ain't making adjustments. Yeah. You think the whole training is just going crazy? She said, I think if he don't boss up, we're gonna have a Glitter Boots 2.0. Yeah, man. He's got to do something, man. He's got to change that up and go get him another trainer, man. T.O. got to go do that like immediately. It's a few fighters out there, man. It's cool. Let your dad get you up there where you going. And, you know, your dad can still be in your corner, but you should be able to bring another trainer in, you know? It's just like Caleb Plant, his trainer that he got, you know what I mean, that he had before, you know, he just brought in somebody else to help him make the adjustments and do what he did. Switch trainers, but I think he still got his old trainer in there somewhere. This is my thoughts on that, man. But I definitely want to see this stuff. I definitely want them to go and make these adjustments and do all of that. And I'm telling y'all right now, y'all gonna see her real soon. They're gonna make that other call. Yeah. If T.O. had a better trainer, yeah. T.O. can Dewberry, but another teacher and somebody else that can help him make them adjustments and get him back, he'll be back on point, man. Back on point. The dude's got skills, man. Yeah. Derek James, yeah. Breadman would be good. Hell, what's the name? It's a few trainers out there he could go get that would be good, man. Because the dude got power. He got power. He got a little bit. He can fight. The only thing that I remember T.O. had a problem with is taller, longer fighters. T.O. had a problem with that. And he admitted to that. That fight he was fighting, I forgot who it was he fought, and he was like, hey, man, he's like, yeah, man, them longer, taller fighters. Yeah, man, he was serious about that. That was right before he, about a fight or two before he got ready to fight Lomachenko. So Tio needs to, but the thing about it is Tio needs to make that adjustment like right now. And the reason why I say you got to do it right now, because his peers are all making adjustments. They all getting better, and he don't want to be left behind. Said he lost all his confidence with Kambosos. I hope he doesn't end up like AB did with Maidana. Yeah, I don't know. AB needs a little bit, like I said, he needs a tune up right now, but he needs to come on back out of it. If he could just cut off the ring, it would do wonders for him. Yeah, it would. It would. It would. And the thing about that Loma fight, he kind of he wasn't as busy as he should have been. Cause Loma would, dude, there was a round or two. Loma didn't throw number 7 punches. He didn't do, it was a few rounds. Loma didn't do nothing at all. And Tio should have been on him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So he should have been able to cut that off. Say, Kambosos exposed Tio. Taylor stops that hype job. Oh, yep. Josh Taylor is a good fighter. I don't even understand why they took Tio to take that fight right off. I don't think Tio's ready for that. But we had to see the adjustments he made. He said you can tell Tio's dad has lost his ear, meaning Tio doesn't believe in what his dad is telling him and teaching him anymore. That's why he looks lost in the ring. Yep. She said Loma's another one. He better go somewhere. Devin about to school. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one though, man. It's gonna be a good one. Hopefully they make the adjustments and get all that in, man. But anyway, guys, that's all for me tonight, man. I appreciate everybody coming in. Sorry we started a little bit late tonight than usual, but I appreciate everybody coming in, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell icon. We do this every evening around 10 p.m. Eastern time. Tonight we was running a little bit late. Sorry about that. But anyway, guys, we say what we say, and guess what? We all stand on that over here in this camp. That's straight up, no chaser, no cut, none of that stuff. So until tomorrow night, guys, peace, fight, fam. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right, Diana. I know how it goes. I was a little bit late myself today. But anyway, I'll get with everybody tomorrow night, and we'll be back on cooking. Y'all have a good night, and appreciate everybody in the chat. And we'll do this tomorrow night. I'm out.